it's the SavaniSis here. This is Lino.
And this is Kashmir. We're here to activate your Sukha, your inner joy. And today, what we're going to talk about is, have you been feeling low? Or have you had moments in your life when you're feeling really down and you don't even know why? Well, there's one magical process that will really illuminate you. Stay tuned. Hey Kashmir, so do you know, like the last couple of days I was feeling really low?
Yeah.
And yes, the SavaniSis do feel low sometimes. We have that contrast, and Kashmir was feeling low too, and we were talking about it. And it's good to have contrast. You know, we kind of embrace the low periods as well, because when you're feeling low and then you feel good, you can feel the contrast and you appreciate the good much more. It's normal for everyone to feel low sometimes. The worst thing is, you know, when you're feeling low and you don't even know why. Oh God, that's so frustrating. And that's what happened to me. I was feeling low for 2 days. My mood was low and I was feeling a little bit anxious as well. And I was thinking, but why? Why?
What's happened in your life that is causing the anxiety? We can't really pinpoint it sometimes.
Yeah. And that's kind of a bit frustrating, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, because it happened to both of us.
Yeah, and then you think, well, what's going to help me get out of this? Because I'm feeling so low.
Yeah.
And when you do feel low, it's so hard to take action or to do anything.
Everything's a drag.
Everything's a drag. Even meditation can be difficult when you're feeling low. I thought, well, I have to do something. And since we share so many techniques of raising your emotions and feeling good, I thought, well, let me use something that I might not have used in a while. And I tell you what happened with my experience. Now, you can use any techniques to get you out of a low period in time. Do something that's going to be beneficial for you. So this is what worked for me, and you can try it if you want. And it was a magical process. I practiced self-love. And I know you might have heard this before, you know, loving yourself, self-love. And a lot of people say self-love is the key, and it actually is the key to everything. Because when you practice self-love, everything around you changes. Everything, including your health. Not just things inside of you, but things outside of you changes. A lot of you might say, well, I love myself. Of course I do. Well, there's a difference. You can say I love myself, but to really feel it is a different experience altogether. There are some people who cannot look in a mirror
and say, I love myself.
They find that really difficult. You know, Kashmir was saying to you that there was one lady that couldn't stand to look at herself in the mirror and say, I love you. So she threw the mirror across the room and it smashed into pieces. It was so painful for her. So for some people, there's a real deep sense of self-loathing, so much so that they cannot look in the mirror and look at themselves and say, I love you. And there are other people that can. You can look in the mirror and say, I love you. I mean, we can do it, right?
Yeah.
However, we don't always feel it. I love myself. And you're looking in the mirror and you don't really feel that love. So the difference is that when you truly practice self-love, these are the things that happen. And I'll tell you from my experience. First of all, when I practiced it and I felt limitless. What that means is that I started getting some business ideas coming through. I wanted to take inspired action, and I felt I could do and have anything and everything I wanted. I felt like on top of the world. It was such an amazing feeling. The second thing is you just want to send love to somebody else. You've got so much love inside of you.
Your cup runneth fulleth. If you have so much love inside, it's not an effort to give a compliment to someone. It's not an effort to find the gold in people, to appreciate what you see around you. You just feel so much love. And I was on my way to a meeting and all I wanted to do was send love to my colleagues. I just wanted to pour out some love towards them. That's the second thing that happens. The third thing is you have a strong desire to give people compliments. It's a crazy thing, but sincerely compliment them. You want to lift them up. You have a strong desire to make them happy. And I know this has happened before to me when I'm feeling so much love. I will have a stranger maybe serving me at a till in a shop, and I'll look at the hair or look at the smile or look at something and I'll give them a compliment.
and it's sincere. You want to do it. It's not like you're forcing yourself. It just happens automatically. And the last thing that I wanted to share that I felt when I was practicing self-love was that all the low mood, the anxiety,
all the stress, the tension, negative emotions you feel in your body, it all dissolves.
and that's the most wonderful phenomena about practicing self-love. And that's when you know that you're doing it right, because you will feel different. And one more thing I wanted to share with self-love is that you don't need anyone to love you. It's wonderful when people do, but you don't need it. There's not that expectation for someone to make you feel special, because you already are when you're practicing self-love. And so because you don't have expectations, you don't have disappointments. So that deep sense of practicing self-love doesn't allow any space for negative emotions to come in, right? There's just no space for that. And that's why anxiety, depression, low mood just dissolves. And in fact, if you keep practicing self-love, your health improves as well. Your cells in your body start communicating differently. They receive that vibration of love that flows through those cells, and those cells function much better. So you're actually healing your body as well. So how do you practice self-love? Well, there's probably loads of techniques out there, but what I did, and I'm just sharing my experience, and Kashmir, I think you also did this as well.
Yeah,
what did you do?
Self-love. So I tend to hug myself, hold myself, wrap my arms around my body as I do this, and I say self-loving affirmations to myself. Now, sometimes you can't always start with, I absolutely love myself, I'm incredible, I'm magnificent, I'm a goddess. Sometimes you're not feeling it, right? So you start off at a sweet spot point, at a level in which you can believe in. So you can say to yourself, I know that I'm a good person. I know that I have done nice things for people. I know that I am kind. I know I have pure intentions. I know that my heart is good. You know, you can start off like that, and then you can work your way up. When you start off at the sweet spot level, you really do resonate with the affirmations you are saying to yourself, and then you can work your way up slowly to, I'm a goddess.
And the way I also did it was that I was listening to a self-affirmation audio while I was driving the car to work, and I just imagined the words from the audio literally pouring into my heart, like they were literally pouring in, and I was listening to each affirmation, each word, and not listening with my head, but listening with my heart. So it's almost like the words were going directly into my heart, not in my head. That's when I felt that love. And that's the key thing when you practice self-love, is feeling it. That's what you want to evoke. Self-love isn't just about you love your physical body, but you're connected to something
much higher, much greater than that. Divine intelligence, source energy, your higher self, your God self.
So the key thing with this technique is when you're feeling low, practice self-love as one of the techniques, and do it maybe in the way we did it or in your own way. You might find your own way better, experiment. But it does take initial effort, because it took me 2 days. The first day I did it, I didn't feel much. The second day I did it, oh my God, that's when it hit me the most. And so be patient, but take some focus and concentration. And we've talked about focus in some of our videos. You want to focus and put your intention on practicing self-love. Don't do it as a little side thing, or I'm just going to do it casually. Actually put some effort in it, because it will take effort, especially when you're feeling low, to get yourself up. But once you get yourself up, it becomes easy. It's just like you're going downhill, and it's just riding smoothly, and you don't have to put your foot on the gas pedal. It moves along much more quickly. What I want to say is that this self-love technique, it's fast, it's effective, it works, and it not only lifts your mood, but it changes your life. Try this technique at home. Next time you're feeling low, it's a magical process, and it will illuminate you.
I hope that was a cute little inspiration for you. Remember to give us a like and hit the subscribe button so this video reaches more people, and we shall see you on the next one.
Bye for now.